Right then, quick GoPro 10 test. This is the GoPro 10. I thought the GoPro 9 was the pinnacle of the GoPros, and obviously the new ones come out about 4 or 5 months ago. This is a little test of that GoPro. We're at a little place called Enville Estate. It is really beautiful. You can see the big estate house in the background. Can you see it? Yeah. And it's great, again, having that selfie screen. I'm a little bit disappointed that the screen on the back isn't a little bit bigger. The only real difference to the body is the fact that that logo is blue. Apart from that, there's no difference. We've got the updated GPU inside to make it a lot faster to use. The menu system and the touch screen is a lot better, a lot quicker, a lot more responsive. You'll be pleased to know. You got all those little bit of updates, but the main one is that GPU inside, and it does make it a lot more smoother and more responsive to use, definitely. So, is the GoPro the best action camera? I'd say it's probably got the best reputation out there. It's something that GoPro is obviously the name in the action world, the extreme sports world, but there are other competitors out there like the Insta 360 One X2, which is a ridiculously long name, but it's out there. We've tested it recently and it's a really fantastic camera. That reframing option you've got when you put it into post-production is a lot easier than using something like this, in my view. But this, still a GoPro, it's still got the quality of a GoPro, it's still that form factor. Everybody recognises what it is, it does what it says on the tin. It's a very good camera. The picture quality is better on this, there's no doubt about that. The Insta 360 stitches 5.7K footage into 1080p. This is recording 5.3 and it just looks a lot better, I've got to admit. But you are limited to where you can point it, where you can mount it. You're only recording where that lens is facing. With the 360 camera, it's of course recording everything, which is a big advantage when it comes to recording sports. I'm not sure about the audio though, because it's quite windy and I've got no external audio source on. This is just the built-in mics, no wind muff or anything. What does it look like? If you're a vlogger though, I don't think you can beat a GoPro. There's a lot of negativity out there about the fact that the background's in focus more than myself. Maybe there's a point to that, but it still looks pretty good. And to have something this small that can record in all the different formats, 5.3K, 4K, slow motion, 4K, slow motion in this 120 frames. That's hard to beat in like a mirrorless camera. You'd have to spend thousands and thousands of pounds. I've been using the GoPro now since I think I had the Hero 4 Black, so I've been using it for a long time. I do really like GoPro. This is not sponsored though, I bought this with my own money, unfortunately, because they're quite expensive. Although the Insta 360 One X2 is like upwards of £600 once you buy a lot of the accessories, so these things are not cheap. I'm still getting steaming up on the selfie screen. That's annoying. That happened on the 9 as well. So I mean it's brisk outside, but it's not wet. The GoPro didn't get wet. The screen does steam up from time to time. The rear screen doesn't, but the front facing selfie screen does. That's annoying, GoPro. The app of the Insta 360 is also a lot better. A lot more creative options to do different shots, the bullet time, chord of course, the lightning run, the time shift I think they call it, which adds blur in post, which is a really cool effect. loads of different things you can do in the studio app with Insta 360. With the GoPro, it's just sort of footage you can use. Looks good, there's no real creativity to it. It's just, you have to use your own creativity to make a video. Oh my god, seriously out of breath. So we've of course got that adaptive battery life on the GoPro now, so if you put it in movie mode 4K, it will perhaps show you 60%. When you put it in photo mode, it will bump it up to 90%. So depending on what mode you're using, it will give you the battery percentage depending on how you're using the GoPro. So it gives you like an accurate reading, which is good. GoPro of course brought out their Enduro battery, which is supposed to be better, longer lasting, better in warmer and colder conditions, I presume. So that's a plus. They were giving that away with a new GoPro in a promotion recently, but I think they've stopped that. I did get a spare battery with this promotion, the selfie stick and the cap clip, which is cool. It's at least they're giving you some accessories to play with, which is good. And two mounts actually, two original GoPro mounts, which is brilliant. Okay, all that's different is the GPU. Yeah, that does make a big difference. I'm really annoyed that that screen's steaming up, I can't see myself, so that's annoying. You've got that faster processor, which does make a difference. It does, 100%. The screen is a lot more sensitive, which is something I really did want to happen. But it's still a GoPro, it's still nothing different to what we're all used to since maybe the 5. The 5's been pretty good. The 7 of course had the first GoPro to have the hypersmooth, which is like a game changer. And for vlogging, when you're walking like this, you need hypersmooth. It just looks so smooth, you can't have jittery footage, so that's a must. It is good. So since the 7 maybe, it hasn't really changed a lot. Still the same thing. We've had different recording formats, different frame rates, different colour logo. We've had a max lens mod, which I bought and I never really used again. You've got that horizon locking on here if you turn it on. So what are we going to see from GoPro this year? Hopefully some new cameras. Some different ones rumoured, some more professional cameras from GoPro. Apparently there's going to be 4 different ones. They're bringing back the Session in some form. They're bringing like another version of this, just an updated GoPro 11. And then what else? I think it's going to be an exciting year. They need to up the game because, like I said, it hasn't really changed a lot since the GoPro 5. So it's time to change it up, GoPro. Really looking forward to, I think perhaps September this year will be a big year for GoPro in 2022. So we'll see. Let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully the audio was alright and I can actually make this into a video. I'm out here filming some stuff for the Insta 360 comparison against this, so if it's done before this video, I'll link it up above so you can check it out. But that's it for this video. GoPro 10. It's of course a staple camera to have in your camera bag. It's a must. You can stick it anywhere. If it breaks, it's still quite a lot of money to lose, but it is quite rugged. So yeah, grab one. I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to buy through that link. If that's an affiliate link, it helps this channel grow. And that's what we're trying to do here, as well as give you honest, good, decent advice of stuff I use every day. So that's it for the GoPro 10. I'm going to try and find my way home because I think I'm lost. Okay guys, see you later. Bye.